Well, good day, family. Welcome back to the channel, family. I just want to thank you once again for tuning in. This is Coach Jay coming at you, family. We've been talking about purchasing assets. Assets will eventually pay for our lifestyle later on. And we use the example of a rental property. You go out and buy a rental property and get that thing paid off. Have your tenants pay the property tax and pay your lifestyle. You name the price and don't be a slumlord. Be one that's going to take care of business, not just trying to collect rent. But one of the good things is when you get to the point of being debt free, you have optionality. Yes, you have optionality. You can get to the point where you have built up your funds in your uh, retirement accounts, your brokerage account, and all of that. Say, for instance, you want to buy a vehicle. You say, okay, let me go buy a piece of property. Let that piece of property pay for my vehicle. That's a whole different game. We haven't talked about this. That's a whole different strategy. But wait a minute, you got to make sure that you got to have enough money over here in a brokerage account in the event that the tenants are not paying anymore for whatever reason. Whatever reason, they can't pay anymore, but you got this money sitting over here compounding where you can just pay it off, that vehicle, pay it off, just pull your money from your brokerage account and just go for it. But if you want to use a little leveraging, you can say, okay, well, I purchased this property. This property is going to pay for this vehicle. But once again, I like the idea of having the money sitting over there in a brokerage account, not a retirement account because we don't want to touch those. But in a brokerage account, in the event that life happens, that's all I'm saying. You can count it as emergency fund or whatever. Hey, you can put it all together. So just be aware of that and get to the point where you're no longer just being a consumer. You're going to be the investor culture. You're going to invest in assets that will pay dividends, life dividends, to pay for your lifestyle. That's a good place to be. That's a good place to be. I was sharing with you guys about what I did. I went on fire to take care of these grandbabies. I got that money in there. That money's sitting in there right now. All I just got to do is compound for the next 70 years. They'll be billionaires. 11.5% compound growth on that money. They will be billionaires. Once the oldest will be 84. I've already calculated it out. 84, 82, and 80 years old. And then they can pass that on to generations to come. Now, this is the point that I want to get to. Now, they got other buckets they can pick from. Once they get certain age for the college, 529s for the other brokerage account, they can take that at the age of 30 or whatever when they're mature. But I want this money to sit in there for 77 years to get to $1 billion. That way they can live off of $100 million a year, and that money basically never runs out. Let's do it, family.